All right, y'all, we're going to diagnose this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So, Boudoir low click syndrome, BLCS, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad, which means our ad is getting into fewer than 6 out of 100 women's brains, which means fewer than 6 out of 100 that our ad is served to actually have a non-zero chance of buying from us. So we got to get this number as high as possible. 6% is the absolute minimum, literally the lowest that we can have it at. And every Boudoir Facebook ad can be above 6% unique CTR all day. Now, unique CTR all under 6% is not normal. It is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, unique CTR all under 6% is extremely common. Everyone accepts it as normal because nobody understands they're making the 3 pre-click mistakes, or that they have this deeper root cause. But here we actually know the truth. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we got our universe taking shape here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we know this because we invented it. We've already used it a bunch. And the strategy, the way the treatment works is we actually leave the original Boudoir Facebook ad. We duplicate it, and we treat the duplicated ad. So we leave the original, we treat the duplicate. After about a week, we look to see, after about a week of treatment, we then keep whichever one running has the best metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated one that has the best metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we got rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes. We achieved pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we finally get our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our full universe here. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Treatment, Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. We achieve pre-click alignment, and we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. So my residency went out, found first Boudoir Facebook ad out there in the wild, brought it back to the hospital, tested it, found out unique CTR is 4.3%. So it's under 6%. Therefore, we know unique CTR under 6%. BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So we found out they're wasting 30. Well, then we treated it with Boudoir Pico, got the unique CTR up to 6.88%. We found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of ad spend. So they spent 10 grand a month in the original Boudoir Facebook ad. Now they only need to spend $6,300 a month on the new Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. Which means that difference, that delta, $3,700 a month, they no longer have to, they no longer have to rely upon, or they no longer have to spend it. It can stay right in their pocket, easy, and kind of like a phantom bonus each and every month. A Boudoir Pico bonus, $3,700 a month, and at the end of 12 months, it's like 40K back in their pocket, no extra effort required. Second part of my residency, got another Boudoir Facebook ad out there, brought it back to the hospital, tested it, unique CTR all 1.39%. So unique CTR all under 6%, BLCS is present. And when BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome, we now know we can treat it with Boudoir Pico. So we did exactly that, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got the unique CTR up to 9.13%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad is actually wasting 84% of ad spend. And once that happened, we actually learned that if they're spending 10 grand on the original, 10 grand per month on the original, they now only need to spend, 1.6 grand a month instead of 10 grand a month. We only have to spend 1.6 grand a month on the new Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. So that difference, $8,400 a month, they now no longer have to spend it. They can keep it in their pocket. They no longer have to, they now no longer have to increase increase their spend at all. Simply a kind of phantom bonus, phantom profit they keep with them every single month. Boudoir Pico profit. After 12 months, it's like, what's that? 100K. Finally had a patient come through to me at a hospital. Boudoir Facebook ad, unique CTRL of 5.03%. So we know that BLCS is present. And unique CTRL under 6%. BLCS is present. Boudoir low click syndrome. And we also know that the treatment is Boudoir Pico. So we duplicated it, treated with Boudoir Pico. Did a lot of work with this one. And after about a week, we got its unique CTR up to 15.35%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of ad spend. So they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad. Now they only need to spend $3,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico Treat ad to get into the same number of women's brains. And as a result, that difference, $6,700 a month, they no longer have to spend. So it's kind of like a phantom profit that they keep each month in their pocket. And after 12 months, it's like 80K. No extra work, no servicing any extra clients, nothing like that. So looking at our numbers, the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend every single month. So look at these numbers here, wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. Take the average, they're wasting approximately 50% of their ad spend every single month. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, that's approximately 5K every single month being wasted. We can eliminate, put back in the Boudoir photographer's pocket, and kind of like a phantom bonus, phantom profit, Boudoir Pico profit. And at the end of 12 months, that's like 60K. So now we're gonna diagnose this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has a see if we believe it has has BLCS or not. So first thing we're looking at, we got below creative cluster down here. The below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we believe that we're trusting that what Facebook tells us we should fill out when setting up our ad is actually the best thing for us to fill out. But no, that's a mistake. It's the worst thing to do for us. It's the best thing for us to do for Facebook. Because the consequences of us doing this are we get way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad, pulls our unique CTR under 6%, increases the probability we have BLCS, and Facebook, since more women scroll by our Facebook ads per unit time, Facebook's able to serve more ads per unit time, making more money per unit time while we waste more money per unit time. We never, ever want to follow anything Facebook recommends for us. It's recommended us because it's good for Facebook. Next, looking at the photo here, the creative. We got enter to win a Boudoir session. All right. Yep. So we got words. So mistake here. We got the looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we falsely believe that making our ad look like an ad is a smart play. And it's the number one way to bring in buyers. And the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is looking around all the other Boudoir Facebook ads. We see out there everyone else looking like ads. Their ads look like ads. And guess what? Every other Boudoir Facebook ad I have seen the backend metrics for or tested myself, 100% have had BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, unique CTRL under 6%. It's because everyone's making the same mistakes as everyone else. Everyone. So, doing this mistake, we're causing more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, our um, increasing our probability of BLCS Boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, we got the see more headline. First 2 3/4 lines Facebook mobile newsfeed before it gets cut off with ... See more. Women within 50 miles of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We know we have free Boudoir experience at our Fond du Lac studio. All right, so we got literally one point of context here. So the mistake I'm seeing is the lack of context mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we falsely believe that we're providing enough context for the optimized amount of women, of the correct women to come through, click somewhere on our ad so our ad gets into their brain. And we're not doing that. We're not accomplishing that. So the consequence is we're going to have way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary. And as a result, we are actually going to, as a result, we're actually going to it's going to pull our unique CTRL under 6%, but yeah, under 6%, increase the probability we have BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, and it's going to be wasting our buckaroos. So after looking at all these things, so I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has a unique CTRL under 6%, aka has BLCS, has Boudoir low click syndrome. Yes, I do. I believe this, showing all the signs of Boudoir low click syndrome. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS and if you're a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads and you're looking at the marketplace seeing that more and more women are entering the marketplace as boudoir photographers every day, kind of throwing up. Seems like anytime someone gets a new iPhone, they're throwing up, Google My Business profile that they now offer boudoir photo shoots. And, it seems like anytime someone gets a new camera, they're posting in the mom groups that they now do boudoir photo shoots. So you're seeing that the marketplace get more crowded, more more crowded, more competitive, same number of buyers but more sellers, so harder to stand out. And you're also seeing more inflation, cost of life keeps going up, and as that keeps going up, we you've already been taking action to optimize other parts of your business, pull out more profit for the same inputs, or even better, less inputs, more profits, the best. And so you've been optimizing other places in the business, and now you decide you're ready to optimize the Facebook ad part of your boudoir photography business. Pull some more profits out of here. You're starting with, obviously, plug in the leaks, plug in the wasted ad spend. I mean, that's the easiest thing, because when we eliminate that, we can bring our costs down, and that's guaranteed, guaranteed savings, guaranteed ROI, and still get our ad into the same number of women's brains at less cost, less spend. And you're seeing what Boudoir Pico has done for other Boudoir Facebook ads, and you're seeing that it could probably save you'll put back in your pocket approximately 5K every single month that you are running your Boudoir Facebook ads. So at the end of 12 months, it'll be approximately 60K back in your pocket for no extra effort. So you're liking how Boudoir Pico is sounding. and you've decided that you want to use it, you want this treatment because you know you want to achieve pre-click alignment PCA, to become a dominant boudoir advertiser, to achieve boudoir brain entry boost, because you know you need this on your way to become the #1 boudoir photographer in your city, then shoot me a DM when I open up for new patient intake. New patient intake is closed right now. So, but when my new patient intake does open, then shoot me a DM and we will see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.